Hey guys, welcome back. Ed and Katie here, along with Bernie. So today we're going to head out on an adventure to test out a hammock system. Now this is supposed to be a 4-season hammock system that comes with everything, the underquilt, top quilt, tarp, and everything, bug net and all that stuff. And it was sent to us by Go Outfitters. So we're going to give you our initial reaction and a quick review on that as well. But first, before we do that, I'd like to talk about our live stream where Robert and Iron Lion have generously donated for Bernie.
His recovery.
So Bernie got neutered a few weeks back, and Robert and Iron Lion decided to help him out a little bit, make him feel better by donating for some treats and toys. So right now we're here at a pet store and we're gonna go pick some up for Bernie and head out. We'll catch you guys soon. Okay, I'm gonna get him this one. That's fine. You like that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cute.
Alright. Now we're in a search for like treats or something. This is a bully stick. Traditional beef bully stick.
Like a Slim Jim. Ooh.
What do you think? It's hard too. I like it.
Okay.
You think Bernie would like it?
Sure, I think it's huge.
It'll last
really,
him
really long, yeah.
Alright. Bernie, what do you think? You like this one? Alright. Okay, we'll get this one. Actually, the other one was a little too long, so let's just get him the shorter one instead. What do you think?
I think it's more manageable in the car and stuff, yeah.
Okay, alright. Let's go. So I did have a question. What is the bully stick made of?
Shoot, I have no idea. The ingredients are on there. Guess we'll find out. Beef Pizzle.
Beef Pizzle.
Beef Pizzle.
Alright guys, so just gonna show you quickly what we got. So we got, Katie picked this.
It's a Panda Serenity line collection, and it's really cute.
Yeah, and then I got this. It's Kong. Can't go wrong with Kong toys for the dogs. It has a little squeaker and stuff, and it has like little octopus tentacles at the feet.
Yeah, that's
so
cool.
He loves like just chewing on little parts like this. So we get him that, and then we did end up getting the Beef Pizzle, which I knew. I was just kidding. We knew that it was. It's basically bull penis that's just cut up and dehydrated.
But
so,
a lot of people don't know that, so I think that was funny.
Yeah, people don't know that, and it's high in protein and stuff like that, and he hasn't had this yet, so we're gonna give him a shot. So Robert and Iron Lion, thank you very much for your donations, and he's gonna definitely enjoy it tonight.
Yes.
All right, so we'll see you at camp. Alright guys, so we finally made it. So right now we're gonna set up the hammock and we will get back to you guys. Bye. Alright, so now let's see what we got in the bag. So as you can see, this whole bag fits basically 2 people's full complete hammock systems. So this is definitely not a small system if you include the top quilt and the underquilt. This is the green one that Katie's gonna use. I'm gonna use the Coyote tan one. We're gonna set it up. We're gonna set the hammock, tarp, underquilt, and top quilt. Seems like the temperatures are gonna be probably between mid-20s to mid-30s tonight. So we're definitely gonna need to have these 4-season top quilt, underquilt insulators in the system tonight. Now these are rated to 20 degrees, so that's comfort level, right? So we're gonna see if it's gonna keep us somewhat comfortable or if we notice any cold spots or anything like that throughout the night. So let's go ahead and set this up. But let me show you what we got in here. So the tarp, the hammock, the top quilt, and the underquilt. So that's just for one set for the hammock. So that's gonna be Katie's over here, and then I'm gonna have one just like it for myself in this size. So we'll go ahead and set this up, and we'll get back to you guys.
He's freezing. I'm just trying to take care of my son.
Okay. Alright guys, so here's the current setup. So what we did was we have one tree here, one tree here, and then we both tied the same end of the hammocks onto that third tree. So we kind of make like this little triangle formation. Because it's Katie's first time, just want to make sure that I can be someone near her to reassure her. As you can see, I kind of put it overlapping to each other. We're not anticipating any rain or snow, so I wasn't too worried and concerned about making sure the tarp was staked down pretty tightly on the side facing each other. Plus, it's not going to be so windy, so this is pretty much porch mode facing each other in our hammocks. So we got this side guyed out. And then I forgot to mention earlier that the hammocks do come with these straps. So we did it for both. I tied one of the guy lines for the tarp to the straps. So that was the only way I could have my tarp over there come onto this side without going downwards and obstructing into her hammock side. So we just laid that tarp down just to have our stuff in between us. And it's basically mainly the bag that we carried the hammocks in, and then the little baggies that the hammocks came inside. Now the hammock and the tarp both came in this bag, and they're both double open-ended bags, which you can make it into like a bishop bag if you decide to just close off one end and keep the other one end open. But I believe once I pack it up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the carabiners be exposed on both ends of that bishop bag. It's starting to get dark and we're losing sunlight. It's about 4:45. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to see if I can dig a hole around here for a fire so we can just chill and relax for a little bit before going to sleep. What I'm most curious about is how this hammock is going to perform overnight tonight, because I think it's going to be pretty cold tonight. Alright guys, before light runs out, this is a quick tour. So there's the hammocks, and I dug down this hole. So as you can see, the snow fell about, I'd say, a couple of feet. I shoveled this hole out, make sure we were in good space from the chair to the fire. And of course, that snow wall is going to act as a reflector. It might be a little close. If it is, I just need to dig backwards and push the chair back a little, but I think we'll be fine. So here we are, we're about to call it a night. As you can see, you got Katie in there snug in her underquilt.
Snug as a bug in a rug.
It's kind of hard to see, but as you can see, I'm in here. This is Bernie's blanket right there, the red one, and I got my top quilt. Alright, he's ready for bed. Yeah, he's gonna go to sleep. Huh, Bernie? Are you ready for bed? Yeah? We'll keep you warm underneath the underquilt or your blanket. It's already getting cold. I think tonight we're going to be in the probably, I'd say, the mid-20s. I did bring a thermometer just to check, but if anything develops, we'll let you know. If not, good night. We'll see you in the morning. Alright, so there was a couple of things that we did in the middle of the night just to kind of improve the installation. So the underquilt, the way we currently had it, and we had it bungeed out here and we had it tightened up, but we did still feel a few cold spots. So what we did was using the loops that were on the underquilt here, we tied it up using some extra guy lines we had that we didn't use for the tarp to cinch it up higher over the ridge line. So we did that for the head and the feet area, and that definitely improved the insulation of the underquilt. As you can see, it just kind of wraps around better. Before it was not as snug as it is right now. So when Katie wakes up, we're gonna get her perspective on her experience with her hammock. Since it was her first time hammocking, it'd be good to get her perspective on her experience here. As you can see, there's plenty of loops on the tarp. Material seems pretty durable. And as you saw when we were unpacking, the stuff sacks for the undercoat and the top coat were pretty big, and that's because this is synthetic insulation. The advantage of synthetic insulation is that if it does get damp or moist or wet, it is not going to lose its insulation value. But the downside of that is it's bigger, it's bulkier, and it's heavier to carry around. So as you can tell in that big duffel bag that we carried onto camp, even if we split into two, because that duffel bag contained 2 different hammock sets, it still would take up a lot of real estate in your backpack if you go backpacking. So because of the weight and the size, a hammock system like this, if you use the 4-season system, it'd be more suitable for car camping, or if you take an ATV somewhere, things like that. If you don't need to backpack it on your back but have another method of carrying it in to camp, then this would be a good system. Aside from that, for backpacking it might be a little difficult because of the weight and size. If you're going in the summer and just carrying the hammock and the tarp, then it might be doable as a backpacking system, because just with the hammock and the tarp, it's a little bit lighter than something like a Hennessy hammock, because those are heavier. That's about it from my perspective. I'll give you I had some additional feedback later when Katie does her feedback as well. So we're gonna break down camping a little bit, and then we'll get back to you guys. So let's get Katie's feedback on the hammock and what she thought about it. So what do you think?
I think it's comfortable, but I think my issue was the cold. I don't think I was warm enough. I think I would have liked to have another sleeping bag, and then I would have been great. But as far as sleeping, like, it was very comfortable. I did it diagonal, and then I would go on my side too.
Yeah.
And both of those ways was very comfortable. I slept good. I like to be really, really warm when I sleep, and I was not that warm because it was like 20 something and it was cold.
Yeah, the sleeping bag's rated to 20 degrees and the underquilt as well. Or the top quilt and the underquilt are rated to 20 degrees. Yesterday it probably got to mid-20s overnight. So we were barely on that threshold of comfort. For me, I slept okay. I did not notice any cold spots or anything like that. But Katie does require a little bit more warmth and insulation.
I think my feet, my toes specifically, were the most cold.
Yeah.
So maybe if I just put another pair of socks on or something too.
Right. Bernie slept well.
Yeah, Bernie slept with Dad.
Yeah, he slept with me. It was comfortable.
I would say I'm down to try it again in a warmer climate.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's winter, but just not so far up in elevation where it's not so cold, I would try it again.
Yeah. Overall, the hammock was comfortable.
Yeah.
It was comfortable to lay in and all that. It's like 11 foot long. I think it's a little over 5 foot wide, so it's definitely roomy and comfortable. There's no disputing that. It's just the cold weather protection was the thing that we had disagreeing opinions on. But I think in a warmer climate, it would definitely be something that we'd be using again, and to check it out. We're gonna head back home now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give a thumbs up if you did, and we'll see you guys next time. Take care, everyone.
Bye.